JBM here for another 80s slasher movie review. The most terrifying nightmare of childhood is about to return in The Boogeyman 1980. Now this film is odd in its own ways. I'll get into that. I don't even know where to take this from right here. Let's just introduce the characters. Boy, girl. When they were young, the boy accidentally killed the mom's boyfriend, and the girl witnesses it through a mirror at their childhood house. Fast forward 20 years later or so, and they both live out in the country land. They're like in their late 20s or something. She has her own family, and the boy grows up mute, emotionally detached maniac, and just basically a grunt on this farm doing grunt work, and the girl just has her own recurring sorrow memories of the tragic incident.
What universe do you roam?
And
I'm sorry, guys. I had to do that.
And we get John Carradine collecting a check. He's one of those actors that said no to any B-horror movie back in around that time. And he's like this psychiatrist who suggests that she goes back to the murder scene to confront these suppressed memories. And she heeds his advice, heads down to the farm or the former house, and she runs into the mirror. And that's who the villain of this slasher movie is, believe it or not. The mirror. The guy's spirit who got murdered is trapped inside the bedroom mirror. So she destroys it, she shatters it into smithereens with a chair. And in those smithereens, all those pieces are cursed and possessed by his spirit. And so he goes on this otherworldly body count rises through these otherworldly methods of death. Kind of Final Destination, Amityville style. And people start picking up the fragments and stabbing them themselves. It gets really pathetic for a while. And then it gets so asinine towards the ending that it goes into this type of Exorcist type ending where the shards of the mirror ends up in one of her eyeballs, and it's just this eldritch green glow around her eye, and it levitates her. And there's just so many cockamamie things that this shards of glass have the power to do. I mean, you don't see villains with this much power even in real life. The Amityville house really doesn't even have this much power. It just shatters the half-moon windows and then leaves them alone. It doesn't kill anybody. And this is how they defeat it. The priest is just in there with like a blow fan going on and a whole bunch of jumbled mess, and he gets stabbed by flying knives, and also the last shard of glass ends up in the sink. All he needed was a little bit of water, and it combusted into flames, and that ends the curse.
I don't know what to say.
Other than it's a D+, I'm pretty much done. Peace.